Hi, good morning guys, how are we doing? Welcome to the news update here on Buzzing Pattaya and to what's ahead, what's coming up and some of the talking points here about what's happened here in the city. As you may or may not know, obviously the weekend just gone, we've had the 6 o'clock closure on Saturday through till 6 p.m. on Sunday. There was no drinking because it's the elections. So that was quite interesting. A lot of people scrambling around trying to find where they could get a beer. But the week, it's been a good week, been a busy week. I tell you what I want you to do, guys, though, is I want to shout out my video on Wednesday. I won't give too much away other than I went to a place called Wang Jai and it's a full-on massage service. And honestly, it's probably the best massage I've had since I've been here in terms of like overall. But I won't say too much, excuse me. I won't say too much other than just have a look, guys, check it out. On Wednesday. See what you think of that one. So, what's been happening here in the news? Well, obviously the elections have taken over most of the discussion points. I won't go on to that. But there are a few things that I've thought are worth having a chat about. And one here says a Pattaya hotelier calls for the We Travel Together extension. Basically, if you're not sure what that means, is they've got a scheme in place here at the moment, which is under the scheme, it says the government provides subsidies equivalent to 40% of room rates capped at 3,600 baht a room a night. There are a total of 560,000 room subsidies available. Well, that's some hell of a opportunity there. And each one covers with a 600 baht voucher for travellers to spend on food or services. And the offer ends at the end of the year or when all the rooms are booked. And I'm sitting to myself thinking, wow, that's fantastic, brilliant. Like, you know, it's nice to see that there's some incentivization here to come out here and to enjoy it. Then it goes on to say here, which I was really quite miffed about, the discounts are available only to Thai nationals. Why is that? You know, there's a lot of wealthy Thai people here, popular to contrary belief, and a lot of people that think we live hand to mouth out here, but it doesn't. There are a lot of very, very wealthy Thai people, and generally speaking, the Thai people that have got money are the ones that travel. The 600 baht, okay, great, it's no problem, I get that. But why not make that open to everybody? Why not? I know it'll be swamped up and swallowed up in a very, very short period of time because of the amount of people coming out here. But nevertheless, surely it should be open to everybody. I don't know. She said Thai tourists are still much needed as foreign tourism hasn't recovered. Few of the guests at J hotels are Europeans or Chinese who, Yuathida said, spend more money on the current guests who are mostly Malaysians and South Koreans. Now, I'm seeing a lot more Chinese coming over now. I'm seeing a lot more Koreans here. There's a lot more Indian travellers here. There's certainly a lot more Russian travellers here. So there are people coming in here. But I just thought it would be nice if maybe they could open it and make you feel a bit more welcome rather than kind of like what it feels in many respects is like push you away, oh, you don't need the discount, we're just going to give it to the people that are living here. So I don't know. What do you think on that one, guys? I was a bit miffed on that one, if I'm being honest. Now, the Tahitian Queen, a world famous, it's the very first ever go-go bar here in the city, dates back decades. And unfortunately, it's in the news for all the wrong reasons. Not that they've done anything wrong, but a drunk and naked British man bludgeoned an Australian patron with a beer bottle at Pattaya's Tahitian Queen go-go bar, putting the older man in hospital. The attack occurred at the Beach Road Go-Go, Pattaya's oldest, having opened in 1978 at around 10:30 p.m. on May the 2nd. What goes on in these people's minds? Where do you possibly get the inclination to think, I know what I'll do, I'll walk in, I'll pick up a bottle and I'll crack someone on the head with it? I mean, where does that come from? You know, and of course, right now we know that there's a massive focus on the nightlife entertainment here and on the industry as a general, as a whole. So these kind of incidents are absolutely critical to the success of what we're trying to do, because at the end of the day, this just fuels another step in their little in their pathway to maybe minimizing and closing all the entertainment down. This just gives them an absolute brilliant little flag to say, well, this is exactly the reason why we want this kind of industry suppressed. So it says here, upon arrival, officers found the unidentified assailant detained by the bar customers. Witnesses said the Brit entered the Tahitian Queen nearly naked, what's that about, extremely drunk, and grabbed a beer bottle and bashed Joseph Slezak, 77, I mean a 77-year-old, why in the world, in the head without any apparent provocation. So he's going to be in a world of trouble, this guy. I don't know quite what they'll do to him. I don't know if they've already dealt with it. I haven't found anything in there. But basically, he's in a world of trouble and, you know, he could well get deported. And in all fairness, quite rightly so, you know, you don't walk into an entertainment establishment and smack someone on the head. That's just mental. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, it really is beyond my my method of comprehension, should I say. You don't just do that. But anyway, so I don't know where that's going to end. And talking about not being able to comprehend what goes on through someone's mind. This one, I mean, thankfully he's okay, but honestly, modified pickup gets stuck under the flyover bridge. Now, the picture that I'm looking at now, you've got to say to yourself, you know, it's not rocket science, is it? That van was never in a million years ever going to fit under that gap. It was just not going to happen. It was never going to fit under there. And yet, for some reason, this guy decides to have a go, and it's now just trolleyed his vehicle. But surely you've got to look at that and say, well, obviously I'm not going to get through that, so that's a no-go. But, oh, no, I know what I'll do. Maybe, just maybe, I can squeeze under. And he's totally done his truck. It says, Kritsana Puim said he forgot his Isuzu pickup with a refrigerated unit installed in the bed was too tall to drive under the 2.5 metre high flyover bridge on Sukhumvit Road at the 2nd kilometre mark in Sattahip. How can you forget? Come on. Oh, yeah, I just thought I was driving a little Mini. Jesus. I don't know. Here's a question for you guys, right? And please, if you do have an experience and you share it, guys, don't jump on each other. But have you ever done anything like that? I mean, the closest I've ever come to doing something pretty much like that, and it wasn't really anything to do with height. I was actually, I'd finished a guard duty. I was in Colchester, I was in the army, and I wanted to nip back home. And at that time, I had a Ford Capri. And anyway, I was pinging it down the M25, completely oblivious to what was going on, just doing my thing. And I turned off to go where I wanted to go. But for some reason, I don't know, maybe I just was too tired. But as I approached the roundabout ahead, when it was a sunken roundabout, luckily, but as it was sunken roundabout, as I approached it, I just lost all comprehension of the speed I was going. And as I approached, I thought, oh God, like I was in no position to be able to turn. So I went straight, hit the curb, bounced up, went down into the underpass where, unfortunately, but very luckily, may I thank all the gods in the world for this, but about 20 metres away was a woman walking her dog. And she absolutely had a heart attack, which quite understandably, as I've come banging down, I'm like, whoa. And I was just like, morning. Jesus. But yeah, luckily a tow truck come and got me and towed me away. And I didn't do too much damage, believe it or not, which was really lucky. But yeah, you know, how can you not know that your truck that's so high isn't going to fit under, which is clearly obvious, such a low gap. But anyway, that was what it was. And it must be the National Week for being silly right now, because it says here, the naivety of Pattaya's card gamblers from India is gobsmacking. So what happens is, it goes on to say here, the open season police raid on a conference turned casino room at Asia's Pattaya hotel netted around 80 gamblers from India and an assortment of Thai and Myanmar card dealers, tour organisers and money counters. You can't gamble here, guys. It's a massive no-no, like seriously big no-no. And it's not one of these things that you can, you know, or if you do, it's like massive, huge money. Goes on to say, it's difficult to envisage a more bungled and chaotic gambling holiday which was bound to result in tears and worse. Hotel management was suspiciously told none of their staff could enter the large room because it was a private meeting. Yeah, right. But eagle-eyed hotel staff had already noticed that some of the larger suitcases did not appear to contain clothes and personal effects. I'm not quite sure how you can work that one out. I'm not really sure about that. But anyway, that was what they said. But you know, this kind of situation, guys, you can't do it. You just can't do it. It says, astonishingly, the arrested gamblers included several Indian businessmen with high profiles. One of them, according to Indian media reports, was Chikoti Praveen, who had previously organised similar VIP gambling parties in Indonesia, Nepal, Bangladesh. But he separately appeared before the enforcement directorate in his own country for alleged violations on the foreign exchange rules, blah, blah, blah. You know, the thing is now, is what will happen is these guys are going to get blacklisted, they'll get deported, and they will get blacklisted from the country. So they've now successfully just remove themselves from any future. I think a blacklisting, lasts for 10 years. I think. Don't hold me to that, but I think it's a 10-year process. But, you know, just don't do it here. And the worst of it is they even went on, it says that at the police station, some of the arrested even tried to argue that gambling in Thailand was now legal as there was a state lottery with betting also allowed on horse racing. You know, there are times you just got to put your hand and say, yeah, all right, I'm done. That's it. Let's just go. Let's just take what's going to happen. You can't go arguing with them. Crazy. But anyway, yeah, guys, my message to you, please, is even if you know, you might meet someone down there on the beach or wherever, and you might say, hey, mister, you know, you like to play cards? Just avoid it at all costs. Just stay away from it. Even playing, and it sounds daft, and this really does sound daft, but trust me on this, guys. Let's just say you're sitting on the beach and you want a game of cards with your mates. And you're just sitting there, and there may not even be any money changing hands. If a policeman walks past, you're in trouble. You're in trouble because you may not have money on the table, but he could think, well, you've just said, right, each hand's like 100 baht. We won't put no money on the table, but whoever owns, just put a little tick next on there so you know how many hands you want, all that kind of stuff. Guys, just stay well away. You really are opening up a huge can of worms. Now, this one did upset me, I've got to say, because, you know, as you know, like we've done a lot for the homeless through the channel over the last 3 years. And it says here, a homeless man has sustained injuries after he was attacked by a younger homeless teen in the Pattaya area. Emergency responders were notified of the incident on Friday, the 5th of May, near an abandoned house in Soi Treposit 17 on Nong Pru. So that's just down the road here. They and the Pattaya News arrived at the scene to find an unidentified homeless man around 50 who was bleeding heavily. You know, one of the things that's happened now is, and it's quite strange because it seems to me that there's less homeless on the streets now than what there used to be. Obviously now with things open up, things have improved and there's more opportunities for people to find employment. But nevertheless, there are still a lot of people there that have yet to recover, that are struggling. But, you know, to have them start assaulting each other, and I'm guessing it was maybe drink related or maybe it was hunger related, I don't honestly know, but whatever it was, you know, it's just such a shame to see these kind of things happening. And I don't know, you know, when I look at this, it kind of like triggers me a little bit and thinks, you know what, maybe I should try and do a bit more and go out there and try and help some more people. Maybe I can find this location, go and take them a bundle of a couple of boxes of food or whatever. I don't know, but and the irony of it is if you remember back when we were feeding the homeless, 3 of the locations that we used to go to have now completely been done and dusted. They've either completely flattened it and moved them on somewhere. I don't know where they've gone, or it's just all barbed wire up and there's no access at all. So, you know, I don't know. I just don't like things like that. Things like that, they upset me a little bit. I think that, you know, you're living rough as it is. Your chips are down right now, and all of a sudden, in comes a young lad and just has a go at you for no reason. Well, I don't know, no reason, but he's had a go at you. He's brutally attacked him. All right, so enough about that one. Now, it seems very. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing the news because I feel like I'm just being Mr. Negative, and you guys know me. I'm so not that kind of person, but I'm just reading out what I've read and what I see. Right now, there's a massive thing going on in the city about the cost of the electricity. And Ian's going to love me when I say this one. Ian's going to love this because I do bury my head in the sand. I'm completely open about that. I have no thought relations about what's going on around the world. It just doesn't interest me. And I know some of you say, well, that's wrong, Trev. You should, you know, take into account what's going on around you. And I respect your opinions. But for me, I really am very basic. I'm like a caveman. I wake up, I shower, I have my food, I go to do my work, I come home, I shower, I eat my food, I go to bed. Whatever else happens around me in the world, truthfully, I know it's terrible, but truthfully, I just don't really pay any attention to it. Now, right now, and this is where Ian's going to love it, but right now, the cost of electricity, it seems to have just rocketed through the roof right now. There's a lot of people saying to me, I can't believe it, you know, the cost of it nearly doubled this month, and, you know, it's been really expensive. So, and I don't actually know the reason why. However, now I do. And Ian's going to be sitting again, I so told him. It says here, the war between Russia and Ukraine also plays a part as it causes fuel prices, especially crude oil and natural gas, to skyrocket. Thailand relies on natural gas for 60% of its electricity production, even though it can produce some gas from the Gulf of Thailand. However, the country still needs to import a significant amount of liquefied natural gas, which has increased by 20% currently due to the war. All right, Ian, I know you told me so. He's going to be so happy about that. So yeah, I guess obviously burying my head in the sand has probably ignored the fact of what's going on, and the electric's gone through the roof. I'm still going to come back and say, yep, I get all that, but I'm still going to just go and have my breakfast and crack on and just do my day. But that's just me, guys. But yeah, so apparently that's why. That's the reason behind why the cost of electricity right now, and it has made a significant increase. It really has, and that's why a lot of people are up in arms about it. And apparently the tariff's been in place for quite a while. It's just they've only just noticed it right now, because we are going through the hottest period of living here I've ever had in 11 years. I don't know what's going on, and I suppose now I'm going to get people saying, told you, Trev, it's that global warming. Oh, I don't know. But what I'm saying to you is, it really is red hot right now, like seriously hot. But hey-ho, it is what it is. I'd rather be hot than cold. All right, enough about that. So here we go. Wang Jai. Now, if you don't know what I'm on about, it's coming out on Wednesday. It's a massage place. I won't give too much away, other than all I can say to you guys is it is off the radar good. They take care of everything, and I'm not that side of things. They take care of everything. Watch the video, guys. It's out on Wednesday. This place is located along 3rd Road. All the details are in the video that's going to be out on Wednesday. Check it out, guys. I promise you, it was far, far better than my expectations. I'd heard about this place. I was told about this place. I thought, well, I don't know. And even Martin, who's over here on holiday at the moment, one of the buzzing crew, he went down there on my recommendation, and he said to me, he said it was just outrageously good. Be prepared, guys, when I make the video, when you see it on Wednesday. You are going to need to book, because it is super busy for obvious reasons. Where else we got? Right, another place. Now, here's another place for you. So, I've been out and about, just wandering around, and a place I hadn't been to for a long time, and I thought, let's pop in, go and say hello to Bob in Maggie Mays, which is in Soi Chaipoon, Soi Pothole. If you're not sure where we are, basically, as you go from Soi Buakhao end, and you're going up Soi Chaipoon, past what used to be the dive bar. Dean's now sold that, in case you weren't aware, but yeah, Dean's no longer there. It's owned by a Thai lady and her husband. So yes, the dive bar's had a swift change around. You go past the dive bar, and you get up towards, on the right-hand side there, you will see Maggie Mays. It's been here, I think, 17 years, very, very popular. But I popped in and went to say hello to Bob, and I'll tell you what, there's a nice vibe in there. It's a nice vibe. I met this guy, he's a lovely, lovely guy. My God, he was huge. He was 6'5". He just towered over me, but lovely guy. Can't for the love of God remember his name, sorry, if you're watching. But yeah, really, genuinely nice guy, massive guy. But it was just a really nice vibe, good fun, good entertainment. So if you are looking for somewhere that's got that old style kind of like feel for it, where like it's behind closed doors and you know it's just a nice chilled out vibe, yeah, go pop your head into Maggie Mays and go and say hello to Bob. He's a really nice guy. He loves his cricket. He's into his cricket. So if you are into your cricket and you want to have a discussion about that, have a word with him. And Bob's been here a while. He's been here a while. He knows his onions. So yeah, have a chat with him. But go up there, pick a day, go into Maggie Mays, and like I say, it's just up as you go up Pattaya. As you go up Pothole on the right-hand side there, it's just up. There's some good places up on Chaipoon now. Good places. Right, now you're dinging me. You keep dinging me. Stop dinging me. Right, where were we? Oh yeah. 1 second. Oh right, yeah. Right, places to eat, guys. A place I went into recently, I was very surprised at. And when I say this, guys, please just remember, right, I had a guy say to me the other day, said, yeah, you only promote those places, you get paid by them. I ain't got a single penny out of this place. I just happened to go in there, and it was really nice. But if you go into the Chill Inn is in Soi Buakhao, and they do a great range of food. One of the things I did like, they do a pad kapao chicken, what's called kapao gai. Pad kapao gai, which is like a traditional Thai dish. It's 69 baht, pennies. But it's really, really nice. Comes with an egg, rice, and it's the minced pork, the basil. Very, very nice. If you want to try that, have a go at that. But also, the other reason I wanted to shout this place out is they have pizza days on Wednesdays and Saturdays. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, they're pizza days. They offer some great pizzas. You got margaritas, caprese, Hawaii, tuna, ham and mushroom, pepperoni, kapao, serbiano. I don't know what that is. Meat lover, serbiano. Okay, never had that one. Don't know what that is. But the prices are just like, you know, they're giveaway prices, really, to be honest with you. And the nice thing about the city, I was having a chat yesterday, I was having a beer with a couple of people I know, and we just got onto the subject of pizzas. And it's incredible the amount of places available that you can eat a pizza. So my question again, guys, is if you are a pizza lover and you do spend a lot of time checking out where the best pizzas are, drop your recommendation down in the comments, guys. Poke it out there. You go to this place, maybe put a price if you can, or a dish, a pizza you can recommend. Any of that stuff will be fantastic, guys. It helps everyone learn from each other. And also have a look on Discord. In Discord, we've got a lot of information on stuff like that as well. So that might well be worth checking out. This week on Wednesday is our Blackjack Night at Shooters. Black Label and Jack Daniels, they're 100 bar all night. So if you are into that kind of stuff, get yourself down there. Go and see John. He's a lovely guy, really genuinely nice guy. A lot of girls in. I think there's about 20 girls in there. It's a big double unit, and it's nice. It's really, really nice. Pool table at the back. Go and play Jar. Jar likes to play pool. She's very good. If you're not that good, she's going to roast you guys. I'll tell you that now. If you can hold your own, you'll have a good game. But yeah, go and say hello to Jar. She's lovely. And go and say hello to John. He's a really, really nice guy. Soy 7. Opposite Nick's Bars, the Hacienda, and all down there on the left-hand side, A7 DJ. On the other side of the coin there, you've got Shooters. So pop in, go and say hello to John, and pop across, go and say hello to Nick. Nick's over there. I believe he's just opened up an Indian restaurant, would you believe? An Indian restaurant. Happy days. And it's 24 hours. There's more details yet to follow on that. But it's 24 hours, so that means you can have a late night Indian feast when you've had a few beers. Reminds me of being back at home. We used to go out there and you just go out, have a skinful, and what did you always do on the way home? Yeah, let's go and have an Indian. Brilliant. Those days I miss. I do miss those days. And where are we? Lastly, on Friday on the 12th of May at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, is the Roxy Bar down in Soy 6. They are having a back-to-school party. Okay, you go down to Soy 6. Yeah, Soy 6 I think is a good vibe down there at the moment. It's all right. Loads of girls, loads and loads of girls. It might not be your thing. It might not be somewhere you really want to pop down to. I get that. It's not quite as it used to be, say, 10 years ago. But then where is? In all fairness, where is? But they've got a back-to-school party down there at the Roxy Bar on Soy 6. So it's always worth popping down, a bit of afternoon entertainment, go and have a few beers. And then you've got the night ahead of you to carry on and crack on, do what you do. Just don't kick off in any of the go-go bars like the guy in Tahitian Queen. Just doesn't end well. All right, so that's where we are this week. Next week, I will be, where will I be next week? I'm actually going to do some traveling. I'm going up to Khon Kaen. I may go over to Roi Et. I'm going to go over to Buriram, and I'm going to go back to Korat. I'm going to start traveling around. I want to mix the channel up a little bit more. I just need to find different content. I think I'm going to do some nighttime videos. Yes, at last, Trevor's actually going to get his ass out there and do what I've been promising to do for the last 4 months. Let's not get into it, but yeah, they are going to come. I am going to do some nighttime videos in the very near future. I'm also going to do a lot more 360 ride-arounds. I think maybe I should put a Google jacket on and what's that one they go and do the street view with the van with all the cameras on top? Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should become the new Pattaya street view Google in Google you like, whatever you want to say there. But yeah, I'm going to do some 360 videos. I'm gradually getting to grips with it. I used it. If you didn't see my powered motor glider, which I did in the video just gone very recently. That was an amazing experience, absolutely brilliant. It was just so surreal. Everything was just like slow-mo. I'm 700 feet up high. But what I did do is I did the whole journey in 360 as well, so you can actually watch that video. If you go back to the video, and you'll see this amazing views, just fantastic. But in the actual video description is the 360-degree link where you can actually spin it around, do your own thing, and jobs are good. And so yeah, so I'm going to mix it up, bring a lot more things to the channel, just make it a bit different. All right, so there we are. Hopefully you guys will be coming over soon. And it's been weird, actually. I don't think we're going to have a low season this year. I think we're going to have a steady flow. I was talking to Danny at Danny's Sports Bar, and we were chatting about that. That video will be out soon, and he agreed. He said, he sees it now as just being a steady flow. Now, I don't think we're going to have any peaks. I really don't. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But hopefully you guys will be out here soon, and that'll be fantastic. All right, there we are. Thank you very much indeed for watching, guys. As always, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Have a look on Discord. I mentioned Discord earlier. There's so much information on there. It's totally free of charge. Just jump in there. You can scroll around all the different rooms. There really is so much to see, do, and also to communicate with other guys, like-minded people just like yourself. If you'd like to have a look at our new website, buzzingpattaya.com. And also we have our members area, which is on the left-hand menu. If you click on the menu on the left, go down to the bottom icon, ping that one, and that will show you what we can show you on there that we can't show you on here. All right, there we are. That's it. Thank you very much indeed for watching. And please, as always, guys, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.